Attention to 40 degrees on Tuesday, 43 on Wednesday. That's why we're starting it off as a rain snow mix and then eventually turning into snow for the evening. But hey, you know what? We have 50s on Saturday and Sunday, and that just makes you just think of some of the warmth out there and, you know, summertime, so we're hoping that. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about today's school shout out.
Hi, I am Miss Smith, and this is our 5th grade class here at Blessed Savior West, and we would like to say,
Good morning, Milwaukee!
Good morning, Milwaukee. Thank you so much for this morning's shout out. 12 News this morning is stopping by classrooms all across the area. Every day we post the segments online, so just head to WISN.com or the WISN 12 News app to see all of our visits from throughout the school year. Just love to see those smiling faces because at this point everyone's like,
Snow sad.
We need that Monday optimism.
yeah.
Yes.
See, there you go.
Very cool. Lindsay, thank you. The future of Boston Store still up in the air this morning.
Coming up, the auction happening today in an attempt to save thousands of jobs. The largest was in 1888 when the city was hit with 29 inches of snow.
That is unbelievable. Now, the snow didn't slow down tailgaters outside Lambeau South or Miller Park. Look closely there. The back of this truck, no ice needed to keep things cool. They packed pickles, sauce, frozen custard into the snow. Our crew saw some people wearing winter hats, gloves, and jackets in the parking lot before last night's Brewers game against the Cincinnati Reds. Did you expect anything less from the best tailgaters in the nation?
Right?
Not a
You gotta
chance.
utilize it. That's the one good thing about Wisconsin winters is that you can really make a lot of food ahead of time and just kind of have it in the garage. It's like a free freezer. You know, it's nice. If you have a party, all the drinks can go outside.
Now, I was at Miller Park. There were people exchanging tickets for warmer baseball
games.
dates.
I
Yes.
saw that one person said he couldn't get anyone to go with him.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, everyone was busy.
Yeah. I'd rather sweat at a ball game than freeze, personally.
Yes.
But we're going to be pretty cold today, but the sun's back. So that's good. It matches your outfit, Melinda. Very
there we
sunny,
go.
very bright.
Got to keep it bright.
Every day, even if it's not. But for the next 2 days, sunny today, not so much tomorrow. Tomorrow I am tracking the next weather system. We are going from sunshine to snow showers. At least we got the one day, right? But I promise you, Wednesday is going to be the only bad day this week. The rest of the week, we're going to coast through it with temperatures in the 50s leading into the weekend. So the snow that falls is not going to be lasting very long. This is the winter storm. It's an area of low pressure. It's almost in Nebraska. And the way that it's tracking actually really changed how the weather models are handled as we head to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, more sunshine, warmer temperatures. See, it's looking up from there. All right, so also with a lot of smiles, here's today's school shout out.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Gilmore. This is my 3rd grade class from Grand Tulsa, and we like to say,
Good morning, Milwaukee!
Good morning, kids. Thanks for this Tuesday morning shout out.
Good morning, good morning. We appreciate that, guys. Look at all those bright faces. 12 News this morning is stopping by classrooms all across the area every day. We post these segments online, so just head to WISN.com or the WISN 12 News app to see all of our visits from throughout the year. I know we're just all super excited. All those smiles is because of the sunshine, you guys.
Can I just say, my teachers would always say, raise your hand before speaking, and I never abided by those rules. I'm sorry about that.
I was a fidgety one in the chair that couldn't sit still.
Oh, Lindsay, thank you.
A wedding anniversary rescue.
Yeah, the local Good Samaritan who helped save the life of a man celebrating his 50th and a Pulitzer. Lamar has already won 11 Grammy Awards. He's on fire right now.
He's just getting started, too.
Exactly.
Feels like,
Right?
yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
fantastic. I remember hearing that in the Black Panther movie. I love that movie.
Exactly. Very
Movies in
good.
general. All right, well, I do love some sunshine. I'm sure everyone does, and that's
Yes.
going to help to melt some of that snow today, so that's good news. But then there's going to be some more on top of that. Okay, let's take a look. I know. Let's take a look at the next 2 days, okay? I know. Sun to snow. Oh, I hear you. But I have some really good news. The weekend is warming up in a big way. Like, temperatures actually getting back to average. So, just like I said, it's where we should be this time of the year. So at least it'll melt fast, which is good.
Yeah, because it's April. as
Yes.
it should.
Like it never happened, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Thank you.
Injuries plagued to continue the Brewers.
Yeah, and the Bucks prepare for Game 2 of the playoffs. Dan Needle's breaking it down in your morning sports.
Good morning, everybody. It's game 2.
It's on opening night, Wednesday, June 27th. Nelly, the next night. Jake Rose and Billy Currington, June 29th. 80s act The Flock of Seagulls. And Rick Springfield, July 1st. The Fray, again, July 4th. And Kit Moore on the 7th.
Just think the warm thoughts. When you
Yes.
think about that, like, you just want it to be here now.
Better not be any snow clearing at Summerfest. That's
No
all I gotta
plows,
say.
no plows at Summerfest, guys. I think we're safe to say that. Right now, you might need a little plow near Drexel Town Square in Oak Creek. Right now, it is 26 degrees. Yeesh.
Ooh.
Feels like 21 right now, and there's a beautiful shot there of Milwaukee. Looks good. And ooh, there we go. There's our traffic cameras right now. Overall, today, we're going to see temperatures getting into the upper 30s. With snow on the way tomorrow, winter weather advisories have been issued for Wednesday into early Thursday. So today's good, tomorrow not so much.
Got some sun at least, right?
That's true.
Yes.
Weekend looks good, too.
It does, 50s, guys.
Enjoy your morning. GMA starts right now. Have a great day.
Breaking news from Mitchell International Airport. We're taking a live look from our camera there. An airport spokesperson says there's some kind of problem with a jet bridge there. Passengers had to get off a Southwest flight, head back inside the terminal. This issue is in addition to several cancellations this morning because of our snowy weather. We are, of course, on Weather Watch right now. More snow fell while you were sleeping, adding to the big mess we got this weekend. It is keeping plows very busy this morning.
And also making for a really slippery commute. Taking a live look at the snow in Oconomowoc. More than 5.5 inches have fallen in that area. And we've got full team coverage of this storm.
Matt and Lindsay standing by, but first, Nick Bohr live in Racine County, where it has been a messy drive, to say the least, Nick.
It sure has, Andy. You can see it's still snowing right now, and this is I-94. We're just south of Highway 20 here, and this was all backed up, solid traffic because the freeway was closed. So we had about a 3-mile backup past Highway 11 recently. It just reopened after a 6-vehicle or so pileup, and that was up on the freeway further down. That's the Highway 20 the bridge that goes over Highway 20 there on I-94, and you can see there's still some brake lights there, but that damaged semi was just hauled away. I want to show you some video from earlier when we were driving past. This would have been about 5:45 maybe this morning, 5:30. As you can see, a number of vehicles being towed away, the jackknife semi blocking all the lanes of the freeway, and that, of course, did create a huge backup northbound heading towards Milwaukee from Racine County. Right now, as we showed, that is cleared, and I can come back here live and show you kind of the road conditions here. This is a frontage road, very snow covered and slippery. There's, a good inch or so of fresh icy snow that's fallen here just this morning. So it is treacherous. It's icy. Certainly take your time as you head out this morning, as they're working hard to get things back up to good driving conditions here. Reporting live in Racine County near Highway 20 and I-94, Nick Bohr, WISN 12 News this morning.
And Nick, the road is improving there. As you showed us, we have more of a stop-and-go ride, but there's still plenty of slow as you make your way northbound through Racine County, heading towards Milwaukee County, but the freeway is open once again. We have multiple crashes in Waukesha County. You can see east and westbound, one at Barker, one at Moreland, and there's heavy traffic both directions between those. And look at 41 northbound there. There's some brake lights north of the zoo around North Avenue. They haven't reported a crash just yet, but I would not be surprised. Here's the Barker Road camera. You can see that crash has 2 right lanes blocked. That's why the heavy slow ride. Eastbound, the crash was a rollover vehicle. You definitely have to pay attention this morning as you're making your way around town. Put those phones down, pay attention to driving, because it is slick out there.
And Matt, to just add to that, we're going to continue to see this snow here for the next couple of hours. So your morning commute is going to take you extra time. The snow is also blowing around as well. It is sticking. It is accumulating. Overall, we should see an additional inch or 2 of accumulation before all is said and done with. Again, this is a part of the exact same system that gave us all the snow this weekend. You can see some of the heavier bands right now kind of pushing its way a little bit further south near Brighton, and also right along 41 close to Kenosha as well. So again, that's why we're seeing so many issues out there. The National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory for Racine, Kenosha, Walworth, also Jefferson and Waukesha counties. This will last until 8 a.m. It may get extended. as long as we continue to see the snow blowing around, the winds are shaking the cameras back and forth here. Racine right now is sitting at about 26 degrees. Milwaukee, we're sitting at 27. You can see that snow kind of flying around out there. I know we don't want to see it. Those winds today will be anywhere between 15 and 30 miles an hour. So let me break it down for you hour by hour. Slick roads, blowing snow for your commute. This will be lasting here for the next few hours. It's still going to be windy. We will have some on and off intermittent snow showers throughout the day. I don't expect a lot more accumulation after that. Temperatures today will boost into the low and mid 30s. And I do promise, guys, eventually we will see a warm up. It'll happen. It's just not quite today.
I believe you, but it's still snowing in a cotton walk. My goodness.
I know.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. Well, Green Bay got a lot more than we did, as one of this morning's totals was almost 24 inches there. Take a look. All of the heavy snow took a toll. Former FBI Director James Comey broke his silence in an exclusive ABC News interview. Take a listen.
President-elect Trump's first question was to confirm that it had no impact on the election. Then the conversation, to my surprise, moved into a PR conversation about how the Trump team would position this and what they could say about this. That's just not done.
Well, as ABC's Arlette Saenz reports, Comey called the president morally unfit and warned that Russia may have had compromising information about him.
It's an intensifying showdown.
New this morning, the Trump administration plans to impose new sanctions on Russia to punish them for supporting the Syrian government. Nicole Killian live in Washington now with more on how Russia will be affected. Good morning, Nicole.
Hey, good morning to you, Andy. And Nikki Haley says that the U.S. has sent a very strong signal and message to Syria and Russia about their use of chemical weapons. The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations says that more sanctions against Russia, saying that they will not be pulled out anytime soon, noting that our involvement there is not done. Live in Washington, Nicole Killian, WISN 12 News.
Nicole, about that missile attack on Syria, President Trump tweeting, perfectly carried out. He's touting mission accomplished. We've heard those words before. He got some criticism for that. What's the administration saying about those tweets?
Well, the administration is defending his response. The Pentagon in particular says that, in fact, it was mission accomplished as far as this specific mission is concerned. They do say that, they successfully hit every target, which included 3 chemical-related facilities. And also, Nikki Haley pointed out that the joint military strike put a heavy blow into Syria's chemical weapons program and said that if Syria tried to use chemical weapons again, the U.S. is ready, locked, and loaded. Andy?
All right, mission accomplished, but the conflict's still not over. Nicole Killian live in Washington. Nicole, thank you.
Just days after announcing his retirement, House Speaker Paul Ryan shared who he thinks should replace him and lead the GOP.
Do you have a preference? Kevin McCarthy?
Yeah, I think Kevin, look, I think we all believe that Kevin is the...
On Wednesday, Ryan announced he would not seek re-election as Wisconsin representative, saying he wants to spend more time with his family. Ryan will finish out the rest of his term and retire in January.
Former First Lady Barbara Bush is in failing health right now. She will not seek medical treatment. That's according to a family spokesman. Mrs. Bush is battling chronic obstructive pulmonary disease as well as congestive heart failure. It's reported she does not want to go back to a hospital and is instead getting care at her Houston home. Barbara Bush is 92 years old. She served as First Lady from 1989 to 1993. Time now 6:41. The Bucks' first playoff game coming down to the last second, literally.
Yeah, that buzzer beater. Ooh, here it goes, and it's cool money.
Interchange. Now the crash has been cleared. It's southbound 175 to eastbound 94 in the stadium. Now what they're doing here is running a plow and a salter through. If you look closely, you can see what melted has kind of left the few little slick spots in that right lane of the ramp. So they're tightening up the shoulder there, and they're throwing some salt down on the ramp, hoping to prevent any further crashes. These are the areas you're going to want to take it easy this morning in the elevated surfaces, as well as some of the side streets where you could have some refreeze and some slick areas. So just take it easy and pay attention as you're making your way around. Right now, it looks like they're getting pretty close to reopening this ramp, but it remains closed. You get around it, you head southbound on 175 to Canal Street, you turn around at Canal Street, you get back on going northbound, and you take this eastbound ramp. That's the quickest way to get around until they reopen things. I'll keep an eye on it, let you know when they do.
Sounds good. Good advice. Matt Salimi up in the clouds this morning. Thank you. A couple of incidents to tell you about. Right in the middle of your screen is where Matt Salimi was, and That's Wisconsin 175 eastbound with that off-ramp to 94 eastbound. 6:12 is your time. Growing outrage and protest this morning after the arrest of 2 African-American men accused of loitering at a Starbucks store.
The company's CEO is apologizing now and says he would like to meet the men arrested.
What did they get called for? Because there are 2 black guys sitting here meeting me? Yes. Well, what did